What's up, everybody? Nigeria Chambers here once again at San Diego Comic Con 2025. We have a guest today to the suite. And while we are celebrating Comic Con, I think we have to first off, start off by giving a happy belated
Oh,
birthday
thank you.
to AEW star Thunder Rosa. Thunder, how you doing today?
Uh, yes, I'm like, I'm all over the place, but I'm great. We just finished a panel.
Yeah,
We're promoting different expos that are in the Comic Con Museum,
yeah.
and we're a part of a Sangre, Sudor y Mito, and it's the Lucha Libre with CMLL and everything, and a lot of my gear is there, so, just make an impression all the time and
Yeah.
promoting AEW.
Yeah, looking forward to talking to that in a second. Going back to the birthday, what are you thankful for?
Wow. I think I'm thankful to have a life that I never thought I will be able to achieve. I mean, in my wildest dreams when I was a young girl, I never really imagined that I would be so blessed to have pretty much everything that I work for.
Yeah,
And now, in my 39th year, I'm really working on some other goals that I've been putting away because, like y- being afraid of doing certain things, right?
yeah,
It's getting out of your comfort zone. It's
yeah.
time to get out there and get those this year.
Yeah, looking forward to it and congratulations. And
Thank
once
you.
again, happy birthday. Yeah, so when Comic Con kicking off this year, one of the earliest press releases did come from Comic Con Museum, and last year I believe it was they had a big exhibit for Spider Man, and this year I saw that they had something going on for Doctor Who, and I'm like reading through it and whatnot, and I was like, interesting. The world premiere of the Lucha Libre exhibit,
Yes.
and it's obviously displaying costumes worn by AW superstar Thunder Rosa, and
Yes.
that's not something to just breeze over. That's monumental.
Yes, I. That's what I was sharing with the panel today on how when we did the lounge was I think about 2 months ago. It was just you just go with like you're just going in autopilot, and then I was like, wow, this was organized also by the Mexican consulate here in
Yeah,
San Diego.
yeah,
So for them to have been able to pick me as one of the females to showcase their work and like I said, sangre, sudor, y mito, like sangre means blood,
yeah,
sudor, sweat.
yeah,
It's exactly what is there. Like
yeah,
there is one gear that is completely full of blood, but it's such an honor to be part of this, and it's such a pleasure for me, and I'm very proud that I'm the only female that has her gear out there because we have some pictures from the Amazonas of CMLL, but then we don't have any mask or any of that sort. So it's been amazing the binational relationship that we have with Tijuana and San Diego.
yeah.
There's a museum in Tijuana called the Museo de la Lucha Libre,
Okay.
which Mauricio, who's the first person that gave me an opportunity to like showcase my stuff over
Mm,
there, and now he's a lot of his stuff are in the museum, and it's just a tiny little bit of what he has at the museum in Tijuana. So if
yeah,
you guys get an opportunity to go to
yeah.
Tijuana, it's super dope. So I'm just very proud of being part of this.
Has there been communications about like, look at me now, look what for somebody that's giving you your first chance, and obviously being able to take the ball and run with it. Have you been able to kind of reflect back to kind of really be proud of and blasting your glory here?
Yes, I have. I am very big on always going back to the people that help you the first,
Yeah.
especially if they didn't screw you over, right? I always go back to some of my friends.
Yeah.
I do like my manager always gets mad because I do a lot of favors, but it's just in me. Like it's you just pay favor with a favor, and that's something that I was taught in Japan when I went on my first tour when I got injured the first time. The person that you know unfortunately was the person that injured me. She sent her daughter, that is she's no longer with us, but
Yeah.
she sent her daughter to take care of me. And it
Mm,
was like she said, you pay a favor with a favor.
yeah.
That's how the world runs,
Yeah.
and that's how we can help each other.
Yeah.
So that's been really big for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and being a fan of yours, even before your time at AEW, I mean, it's good to see that folks, even getting to the big stage, never forget where they came from, and I think that's really special, and I think that it is a testament to why you are and where you are right now, and being able to do something historic at the Comic Con Museum, and even with that, and in your pro wrestling career, I always say this to pro wrestlers because there still at times seems to be this disconnect between pop culture and pro wrestling. But we all know they have been intertwined since the beginning. So folks like yourself who has, bridged and worked on the bridge between the two, and still paving the way for it because again, it's still something that a lot of folks is just not clicking for. But like, being able to have a panel, being able to have an exhibit at the Comic-Con Museum, what sort of is just your message now about the connection between pop culture, nerd culture, pro wrestling, storytelling, characters? What's your message about that today?
I think when you're an artist and an entertainer, that's a very important part, because if you do anything in this realm, it's for legacy, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we just go through the motions and we forget why we do things. And I use for me that's when it clicked, when everybody that you ask, oh, what's a famous wrestler, and they always say Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, yeah.
He's pop culture.
Yeah.
He became
Yeah.
pop culture, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, me as a Latina, as a woman,
Yeah.
what can I do to become an icon of pop culture too with professional wrestling? Because there's two different worlds.
Yeah.
And if you get them together, people will remember. Like they remember when I did my Kill Bill suit, when I did X-23
Yep.
2-3 years ago. I was gonna do another one from X-Men, but it got lost on the mail, which I'm very upset about it. But just little things like that. I had other gears that were in the making, but I couldn't do it. I even did Barbie, all my Barbie series, the ones that I wear my hat and the chaps and everything. That's the Barbie series. And I used one of the designers. He's another Latino designer from Los Angeles, and we came up with that idea. So it's important that you type both of them together, because not only people recognize you better, but also merchandise sales. Like you can do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's always exciting for me, and again, I continue to support it. But you're leading the way, man. It's really exciting to see your presence here and things you've been able to accomplish. Focusing on AEW a little bit, one thing, I mean, unless you're just completely blind, is just the evolution of your character. And you've been in this wrestling game for a significant amount of time.
Yes, 11 years.
and you're still going. It's hotter than ever. What's sort of been the motivation to continue the creative aspect of it when you talk about not only just the evolution of your character, but as you mentioned, your merch designs, the connection to pop culture? What's sort of been the motivation to keep it up at a high pace?
I think my friend Naimar Azteca, he just said it right. It's just having hope.
Yeah.
Because sometimes things don't go the way that you want them to go, and just getting up every time you feel like you're falling down. Right. I have not been able to obtain gold, but what keeps me moving is how can I utilize my platform to really talk about some serious issues that are happening with women, that are happening with immigrants, that are happening with representation.
Yes.
And last All In that we were in front of 25,000 people, I came with a cape that says Mujer Mexicana Migrante, which is Mexican women migrant. And it's important for people to know I am the only one in the United States that I can say that. I made my career in the United States.
Yeah.
I'm an daughter of immigrants. I'm an immigrant myself, and I work so hard to be in this spot, and I work so hard to utilize my voice and in a way in where they can see that we are not invisible, and we are here, and we're good people.
Yeah, thank you for that, truly. And beyond pro wrestling, I mean, in every facet, you're creating content.
Yes.
From vlogs, being on the radio, obviously, podcasts. One can only wonder now, what's next? What have you been sort of brainstorming? Has there been any bit of
honey, let me live my life. Let me enjoy. I'm enjoying
I know it's your
the
birthday,
process.
I know, but I mean, I would imagine being here, so many different things are sparking.
You know what's next? I think I need to focus on taking more acting classes.
Okay.
I want to do some serious acting.
Okay.
I think that was what I told my mother. Yo quiero ser estrella. Yo voy a ser estrella. I told her I was going to be a star one day.
Yeah.
A soap opera star.
Yeah.
So if there's an opportunity to be a soap opera artist, I think actress, I think I would love to do that, or be in short movies, commercials.
Yeah.
I'm all open for that. It's again, it's another access of revenue that is not necessarily professional wrestling, and is very linked to what we do. And like MJF just did in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Maxwell.
Yeah.
I just saw him at the airport because his fiance is my best friend. Just like I'm saying, it's just like doing stuff like that. I see a lot of my peers that have been able to do that, and I think again it is important because Pedro Pascal is so hot right now. He's like literally in
I think hot is an understatement.
He's in your cereal, like seriously. You see him at the cereal, you see him in like ramen noodle soup, like he's everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like an example of someone who worked really hard, right?
Yeah.
And he's now on top, and he's
Yeah.
in his 50s. So I know that there's hope. I still look good
Yeah.
and youthful.
And also just to Pedro, and I think something a similarity is even on his platform, he's not afraid to admit where he come from. He speaks very loud about representation and diversity, and that's, I believe, is really the way we're going to change the world. So
Yes.
look forward to seeing you on the big screen. It's interesting. You went drama here for the genre you would want to do. You said you want to do some
Because you don't understand, it's like when you create in the ring, you create a story, right?
Right.
And it's a very physical story. And
Yeah.
I feel when you're doing different characters,
Mhm.
you have to dive in and really like go inside to like bring this person that is not you.
Okay.
So it is very challenging. Like, what are their motives? What are their whys, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same with professional wrestling. And I feel like I need to do that. I did it. I started as a drama kid in theater and in Mexico, and then here in the United States.
Yeah.
But now I have to do it in a more serious way, because it's time for my brain to work in a different aspect. Because I also sing. So, and that's another way. I love making people cry when I
Yeah.
sing. Not because I sing like crap. It's because I actually sing pretty well, and people feel the song. So I love singing. I had an opportunity to do a musical in Vegas a couple months ago to go the last match, and I played Ginny, and I sang the main song. The process was amazing, and Jeremiah, who's the director and one of the creators, he's amazing. So I'm looking forward for some projects on that aspect.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, like on screen and then in person too, you're total badass. You're like, but I want to show the soft side of me, the vulnerability. I want to show some range.
I always show vulnerability. I think Thunder Rosa, because of who she is, being a babyface, we have to show a lot of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Why? Because a lot of the times we have to help new talent to come up.
Right.
And
right.
you cannot make a star in professional wrestling if your opponent doesn't show vulnerability.
Sure.
Right?
Maybe it's just the respect I give you throughout the years. It's like I don't care if babyface Hill, you don't mess with her. That's just what it is.
No. I got smarter. I got smarter now.
Well, listen, last question here. It is Comic-Con, and we're here day 2, I guess you can say, because if you want to consider preview night. And you already had your panel just in Comic-Con's newest exhibitions. What are you looking for the rest of the week? You hanging out a little bit?
Well, it's my cousin's first Comic-Con ever. I've been here 3 times, and we don't do like cousin things.
Yeah,
right?
cousin things.
Yes.
Cousin things.
So we're going to go and get some free merch. My friend works at the Marvel booth.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to get in line. So I'm just going to be like, my friend. And then we just met the creator of Tokidoki, too.
Yeah.
And the owner. So we're going to get in line and get some merch.
Okay.
And yeah, so we're going to get some cool merch, hopefully for free.
Yeah. It's a lot of that here at Comic-Con. Shout out to Cousin, too, by the way. And enjoy your first Comic-Con. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you stopping by. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and congratulations for all your success from over the years.
Thank you, and you're a great interviewer. I love when people do the research, because I'm an interviewer myself, and you just made me feel very at ease.
Come back if you want to, sit on this side.
I know. I would love to, I got no problem.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
I